RBI policy, monetary policy department. So I invite them to give their views on the policy. We'll start with Tangsale sir, followed by Hoi sir.
So thank you very much, Arvind, and my compliments to all the three speakers, Sudharajan Saab, Farid Saab, Kalia Saab, macro and micro view of the micro monetary policy and its impact on the bank industry. RBI governor, everybody is teaching the bankers, think differently to mobilize the deposit. I really do not know. Efficiency numbers were there. Our name used to be 4+. Everybody touched upon the climate risk part of it. The Reserve Bank bringing out the information system. I think the banking industry had brought out the responsible finance guidelines way back in 2017 itself. JAM, in any case, everybody knows, Jandan, Aadhaar and the mobility. And now the third part of the trinity is the unified lending interface. I think some guidelines have also come, and the UAT has been done by the Reserve Bank of India. You will have to be prepared for the geopolitical risk at any point of time. It could really
absolutely. At least Reserve Bank has agreed to change the stance of monetary policy to neutral. This is the kind of situation for which the decision taken by the RBI has been well communicated. Credit growth is the 3.7%, below 4%. They have mobilized the deposit. The growth rate during the financial year so far is higher than that of the credit growth. That's why you will see there is surplus liquidity to the extent of, on an average, 1.3 trillion. On an average, we can say 25% basis point reduction in the yield rate is already there. You are all bankers. I may not give you decimal point here and there is okay. If variable rate reverse repo is frequent, then your rate should be close to repo rate. Non-food growth, I have already told. Now the manufacturing sector compared to world GDP growth rate of a little more than 3%. So if that is the case, then manufacturing sector weakening in the times to come, possibly growth up to even 7% given by Farid sir, probably would be difficult to achieve. The private investment is probably not picking up as per expectation. Yield remains high. Corporate borrowing will automatically be high. You have to cut when inflation will be above 4%. Probably your growth will be affected by that time.
Don't you think that it is a blip? Because if capacity utilization is higher, which is much, much higher than what is the world PMI manufacturing data. That is, I just want to have your, very expert thoughts as to what you believe, how you should read. I personally believe that it was a blip. 4.8 industry, 1.8% fell down. No, but what I am saying is whether it is, you feel it is a trend that we are observing, or it is some kind of, temporary correction. That is the limited point I want to just ask. That's it.
Without any predetermined direction towards either rate hike or cut. So again, he adds one more word, sir, in that wording. He says, this allows RBI to act based on data, keeping the inflation under control.
We have two sets of data for investment. We have two sets of data. One is gross fixed capital formation as percentage to GDP at current prices. So if you take incremental capital output ratio as 5.
Any comments or observations or questions from the audience? They are welcome, because we are already, there is no question coming up, rather people are started moving out now. And we encourage you to stay connected with us, join us for future events. Until then, stay informed, stay insightful, and navigate the financial landscape with confidence. Thank you. Thank you so much. We come to the end of this session. Namaskar.